Hey everybody, welcome to OCD Hi-Fi Guy channel on YouTube. And look what we got here. The room has been flipped. Okay, it's still not dialed, okay? Nothing's plugged in yet, but this is like gonna be the layout, okay? This gives you sort of the feel for it. Much, much better. I mean, it's so spacious in here. It's like a whole different the room feels twice as big. So here's the layout. The Maggies will go, right where they are. You've got some nice, treatments up there on the ceiling, the clouds. The subs will be there. Okay, the Roland stacks will be right there, and then all our upline gear will be right on that rack. And this thing turned out pretty well. I like the way it fits everything, and it's got space in between, and so this is pretty cool. And then we'll have, the same little crazy. Actually, I'll tell you what we're going to do. We have those crossovers for now, but I'm planning to do some active crossovers. So we'll have crossovers for the amps, and they'll just only amplify certain frequencies, and they'll go straight to the driver without anything passive in between. So that'll be something else. I've kind of heard that that's the cat's meow to do it that way. Now, some exciting things that we have coming up for you is we'll be listening to these. All of us will be. These are active monitors. Okay, they are from the Netherlands. It's a company called Dutch and Dutch. Okay, I saw these online. Actually, a client had mentioned them, and and he also told me about those Key speakers. And when I looked at these puppies, what you're looking at on this right hand side here. This is the back of this. Okay, so they're identical, but this is the back side, this is the front side. These are dual 8-inch woofers on the back of a monitor. What? I was like, that is gonna rock. Those things look like they just kick ass, and I bet they do. So I can't wait to try them. They've got active DSP. It's got a DAC down here, preamp. I mean, everything. Really, this gets rid of everything. It's got amplifier. It's got preamp. It's got DSP. It's got a DAC. So it's kind of a new thing. We hear them talk, and there's a little sort of talk about the active speakers, and I want to find out what they're made of. I want to see if they can do that hi-fi thing, or if they're just going to sound like I'm sitting in a recording studio, immersed in the sound field, in a near field type situation or a midfield type situation. So I'm really excited about these things because they're, it's cutting edge technology. Moving over here, forget about that thing. Okay, we're going to put these up too. These are Vapor Audio. They don't even have a name. You know why? Because I'm the lucky one that's the only one that has a set like this. Because I had those drivers, and I gave them to Ryan a while back and asked if he could make me a little bookshelf. And I said, just put some plywood together, man. And he comes with these things. Look like cello, whatever those, that shape is, like his full-on Vapor stuff. So these things kick ass. Like this. He taught me how to voice loudspeakers using these little guys, and that was so cool because it's a black art, and I would always be just too afraid. I tried speakers in the early day just to play around, and they were so bad sounding that I was like, I'm never trying that again. And I'll leave that to the guys that are, magicians. And so he showed me how to do it. It was really cool. And these things sound amazing. Those are the C's, whatever, Revelators or I think those are that's a Revelator tweeter. Anyways, so those are cool. These are the stands I'm going to use. These are Sonus Faber stands for my baby monitors that are out in the shop. And I think I can put those on top of there, so we'll use those. So coming up, we'll be listening to these different things and hearing how they sound. We're going to compare those active monitors to the Maggies. Let's see if we can get them to image. I want to know if they can hang an image in the air. That's really what I want to know. And I'd like to see that. Another cool thing. Okay, so by the way, I did not get the rig together for Jeff. Simply too much work. But as you can see, I got a ton of work done. But there's no way I'm going to put it together and then have him listen for that first time, before I've had a couple days tuning. I'd rather do no demo than do a crappy demo. And then you're like, oh, but it really sounds better all the time. Trust me. Like it always, yeah, right. You got one chance to make an impression as to how you can put a rig together. And I choose not to really botch that first impression. So we didn't do it, but he was cool with it. And he wasn't coming here to listen to the rig anyways. It was something else, and it was a spur of the moment thing. So nonetheless, the cool residual of that visit is that he left me a brand new, it's not even broken in all the way. This is a 525, okay? This I'm really excited about, okay? And the reason is it's a Class D amp, okay? The words Class D make me cringe. I don't like, I just don't like the sound of it. The early ones that came out from whatever companies, the ICE modules and stuff, they sounded, just crappy. I didn't like them. And for some reason, I made it something like in my mind, I made it something that I just don't like. Okay. It's one of those things I don't like, and I don't even think about it. I just don't like it, and I'm going to stay that way. Well, I knew that this year in Axpona, I went into the room with the Joseph Audio there, and it was one of the best sounding rooms instantly when we walked in. It's like, wow, okay, so this room is totally sorted. Everything's really balanced. It sounds really, really good. Well, it was the Damon integrated amp, and that was a Class D amp. I couldn't believe it. There was not even a second that I walked in there that I considered that it would be Class D. So I sort of know it's okay. So Class D is one of those things that I love to hate, but I don't have any foundation for it, and I have no real solid reason for it. And you know what? I happen to trust that Jeff Rowland knows his way around an amplifier, and that if he's choosing it for his two top-of-the-line amps, the $58,000 and $38,000 amps, he's probably on to something. He's probably on to something, okay? So I'm going to give it a shot. I'm going to give it a fair shake. Let's listen to it. I've got right here Model 12s, okay? They're about the same wattage, okay? So these are two pairs, two power supplies, two amps. So one pair of these is the equivalent, essentially, to one of these stereo amps. Well, actually, no, that's wrong. Two pairs. So two of these guys and two of those gives me the same wattage as that. Actually, this one has more wattage. And it's newer technology. And it's got infinite PSRR correction. Jeff was going through the things, and this thing is it's like NASA level. It does everything. It's so smart. And all these anomalies that, like, the old amps, which I love these, man. This is like an old chopper or something cool to me. It's like they're big and bold and badass. They're cool and hot. But this thing is the new generation, and I'm excited to check it out because, again, I trust that Mr. Jeff Rowland knows what he's doing with the damn amplifier, and the guy would not pick Class D if it didn't totally beat the shit out of that thing. He just wouldn't do it, and he wouldn't put it on his top level. I mean, I don't have to be a genius to know that. So this little thing I'm very interested about. What we will do is I will replace the two tops, okay, so our mids and highs, and we will use this Class D amp here, this 535. We will put it in place of the mids and highs, try it there, and then we will put it in place of the lows, and we will see how does it fare doing the low frequencies? How does it fare doing the mids and highs? What are we getting? Let's compare it to the Model 12s that we have, and we'll do A/B comparisons, and I'll put them in the video. You'll be able to hear, if you've got crappy computer speakers, just get some headphones or something, because anybody who has decent speakers tells me they can hear it right in the video, and I can too on my phone, my Samsung. So if you got like a Galaxy 9 or 8, an S8 or an S9, you can hear it. So okay, so anyways, this is the room. Oh, another thing that we got, it's kind of cool and interesting, this little Metrum piece. This is on deck as well. This is an Andra, and this or ombre. It is a Rune bridge that outputs I2S. So I'm really interested to output I2S. Well, I can't, man. I can't put it to the Rockna because this thing outputs I2S using Ethernet. Okay, I like that better than HDMI because I like locking. You know that. I mean, you've seen the things that I put on Jeff's amps back here. Like, where is it? Okay, so on here, back here, I replaced those and I put on plates that hold these locking connectors because I just like that click and it locks in place. It's a nice solid. Now I know it's not going to be sagging out, and I've got, some saggy old cable that's really, the other one's got a good solid connection, and then the one on the left has a little saggy and it may sound different. You know what I mean? OCD is going to go crazy. So I like those. Those, I know everything's solidly locked in place. So anyways, that's what we have on deck. We've got that Metrum. We've got the Dutch and Dutch speakers that are going to be coming up. Those active monitors. We've got the Ryan's Vapor Audio little mini monitors that are really sound good. And then we've got the Roland Shootout. We're shooting them out against each other. We're going to look at the new tech versus the old top of the line tech. Okay, so these old Model 12s. Those were the top of the line when they came when of that year. They were $14,000 roughly a pair. The little still pretty big, but it's a little form factor. Is 250 watts per channel. The Model 12s are 200 watts per channel. And so we will compare those and see how they fare. How does new technology that's not even the top of the line model fare against top of the line Class AB from back in the day? So we'll see how it turns out. And does it do better with the highs and the mids, or does it do better with the lows, or where is its sweet spot? Does it even have one, or does it do everything great? We don't know. But I'm kind of excited because I'm starting to lose just giving stuff shit for the sake of giving it crap, because you don't like it but there's no real reason. It's like the things you love to hate, and you just somehow in your head you don't like it, but then you're like, you really think about it and you're like, well, I don't really have a total solid reason that I don't like it. I gotta have something I don't like. So that's one of them, and so I'm really excited because I really trust Jeff and his knowledge about amp design. So we'll see how that goes. So anyways, talked your ears off enough. I'm gonna crash. I've been going crazy over here for the last 2 days because I thought I could actually pull this thing off and get it put together, and when we could listen to music. I really wanted to show him, Jeff, anyways, that look, I know how to put a rig together, and I do all right at it. So it'll be another time. Couple days, like 4 days, he's coming back up, and I'm going to try and see if I can get him to drop by then, and then that way we can show him what we made of and stuff. So anyways, all right, well, good to see you all, and have a good night. Bye.